nothing too surprising. Killjoy's still a very strong agent for a site, or for a map, not a site, like Haven. Depending on, you know, what the placement is, where your team is playing, and it looks like Garage and B are actually just going to be left open. The turret to watch B main, alarm bot to get that Garage information, and a stack towards C. If I'm going to be honest, I'm not that surprised. I actually quite like this play because I find that most teams do like to either split, you know, Garage and C long, or just even full rush through C long, but it's actually going to be a push straight onto B to start things out.
Yeah, but Harpo has actually made quite a lot of noise toward mid and it just ran right back out. Jerk with that opening pick onto Decop, but that is going to be traded right out, and all the trades are out for the hands of TSM FTX. And it's all of a sudden a 1v3, making it a 1v2 with the sharp dart kill onto Precision. Wubby and a Frenzy not able to get any of them to 1-0 first round in the hands of TSM.
And a quick round at that, we're going to see the buy-up coming in from TSM Academy as well. I think I saw some Spectres before we jumped into this little replay here, but very well done by TSM, you know, having that double swing. I was kind of nervous considering the fact that they were totally lined up. Wubby could have possibly gotten the collat there, but it wasn't going to happen. And it's going to be quite a bit of aggression coming out through A long here. Just trying to get that alt orb, farming it, but not quite pushing up too much farther than that. TSM kind of playing this safe anti-eco, and Dim Sum Boy actually elected up to buy that Ares.
Yeah, and he's just gonna be holding down that Garage angle, but there's actually two people holding towards A long, just waiting for someone to peek A lobby with the Ares. And as we've been saying this whole time, the Ares meta is coming into fruition. Oh my god, that is amazing.
It's just bullying.
And Gravity Well. Jerk is being absolutely swarmed by util, and he is going to stay alive with half HP.
Half HP in a dream. The bait not quite working on Mafia though, still kind of holding quite steady with this default defensive position. Dynamics can be good for one with that wall bang, and 30 seconds on the board. TSM still struggling to make their way onto a site, and it's just wallbang galore with the Ares right now.
All the kills are literally wallbangs. This is just a whole straight up Ares meta, but Precision with the Spectre. Going to take down Wubby, just spamming down Garage, and the run and gun is coming out on top, but there's not enough time to plant.
Not enough
Mafia
time to
winning
plant.
that.
Yeah, Mafia winning that. Sorry to cut you off there, Priya.
Okay.
But yeah, that buy-up actually really paid off for Mafia. Like you mentioned, you're going to be able to force an Ares essentially whenever you want and still be able to afford the next round. We actually see Ares across the board other than a Bulldog. TSM losing that last round, but electing to force up anyways. Just some Ares on Ares gameplay here. Who's going to get more wall bangs?
This is just wallbang versus wallbang here. Trailblazer going to help clear out Garage, Payan pushing out, and he's able to actually dink Jerk behind the box, but Dim Sum Boy actually going to take him right off guard. Going to get that trade, but Harmful is gonna take down Dim Sum Boy. It is just straight Ares warbangs.
No. Dynamic
going to get a 2k as well, leaving Decop on his lonesome. Regrowth going to just heal up Dynamic to full HP. The Guiding Light's going to blind Decop, and that is a 3k from Dynamic. That was ridiculous.
It just looked like a troll unrated game where people are, or it looked like a spike rush actually. Everyone's just running around with an Ares. Like,
Spike rush.
welcome to Winter Champs Spike Rush Week 13, everybody. We have Ares online for this round, but yeah, 1-1 now, and I'm curious to know if Mafia is gonna go for this force. Once again, I'm not quite sure what the eco looks like at this exact moment. Yep, we are gonna see more Ares coming out. TSM FTX this time actually electing to go for this save here with the pistols instead of buying up to those eco guns once again.
Yeah, but look at the spray on either Link side. They're actually going to able to get that plant down, surprisingly. And that is a win for an eco, to be honest.
Got him.
Dynamic with the Bladestorm online, catching Decop off guard. He's just gonna be pushing right towards Storm, but the Trailblazer, oh! He's able to get that jump and right click onto Precision just before getting shut down. Spike is ticking down there and the defuse is out. It is half now. He's just gonna hold the defuse right here. And Emiru going to get that 2k to close the round right out.
That's the hard thing about going for a fast B push and not having any picks ahead of time. You know, he is so much more in the favor of defenders with that retake, considering they have so many more avenues. And if you're not set up with those crossfires on site and you've all funneled out back towards grass, it's going to be really hard to hold that post plant because, like I've said before, you have, you know, all of these players now staring at you through one choke point and protecting the diffuser. But you know, it's going to be a default coming out now from TSM. The Hunter's Fury is going to try and tag up Dynamic here. Is going to get a little bit of work done, but still alive with a sliver of health back site, trying to save that operator for now, getting that heal off as well.
Yeah.
And is just holding the push towards Garage, and now they've just slowed right down for a heavy mid presence. 3 ults on the side of either team here. And there is the Hunter's Fury out for Bobby. A blind ult actually, and the Seekers are out too. And they're just going to get this plant down. Cosmic Divide going to help out TSM. Seekers going to just force Harmful out of his aggressive spot. And Dynamic actually caught by the Trailblazer, going to get taken right down. And now it's a 4v2 here. Swamp Grenade actually going to push him right off the spike. And Wobby going to get forced out. And that is the trade from ZK onto Jerk. 3-2 on the side of TSM.
Mafia kind of just fed themselves one by one to TSM in that round, but we're not going to talk about that too much. We'll give them a free pass on that one. I was kind of surprised considering the fact that the lockdown did come out and the aggression with that shorty was a interesting decision on the side of Dynamic. But moving on into this round, we're going to see that default action coming out again from TSM. B left wide open once again, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the strategy this time around, and we're gonna see TSM tagged up a little bit by the Sova utility. This guiding light's getting info as well, and this Trailblazer is gonna come out to meet another in short.
This is the initiator information galore. How many abilities can Sova and Sky pull out on a short and an A long? Ooh! Jerk actually going to catch ZK off guard. But Precision going to actually trade him out. Pan clearing out the site. C to themselves. Now it's going to be a 4v3 retake. Bladestorm is online for TSM.
Pan might be caught out here, actually. But that turret is going to give them a bit of information as to the player grass. Decop's ready for Wubby on this flank at the moment. It's going to get that wall bang. Pan good for one as well. It's a 4v1 situation now. Emiru left to clutch it out. No util online that they're able to use for themselves, and it looks like it's going to be a save.
Yeah, he did have a flash coming out in 12 seconds, but that spike is ticking right down and he just didn't want to risk it. You're just going to be falling right back out from C. 3-3.
3-3. Things are looking pretty neck and neck so far. We're going to be seeing this full buy up. Harmful operator in hand still. Hopefully we'll see some work being done here. This pinch was really well done on the side of TSM. Really unfortunate that the player lurking by C-Long Cubby there did get caught out by that double push. The read was there, the pre-fire did land. But another round, another day. Default action once again. TSM not being quite as aggressive as we would have normally seen, and Harmful's not going to be able to get that shot off. Dynamics already pushed up into this Cubby A-Long, and I don't know if they realize Decop doesn't seem to have the read that the position was swapped here.
Yeah, but they're just gonna fall back because of the owl drone. And the smoke actually going to make him just go towards mid instead. But he hasn't been cleared out just yet, and now it just gets cleared out as I say that. Trailblazer not going to spot anyone, but ZK actually spotting someone jumping into astral form.
Deploying drone.
Thirty seconds left.
That was a really good astral, and not astral, cosmic divide from the side of TSM, just really pushing him right off B, making sure they don't even take a step onto side. But great rotate from TSM, going to opt to go towards A. Wobby actually being aggressive, taking down Harmful, but that spike is ticking right down, and it looks like they're just gonna be playing for exits here.
Playing for exits still have to die considering the eco situation. Decop's gonna clean up. 3 for, or good for 2 there, I mean. And we're gonna see an operator coming out in the hands of Dynamic once again. Gonna have to buy light shields with this one this time around. And we do have 2 ultimates available. We have that Killjoy lockdown and the Hunter's Fury from Decop. So it wouldn't be too surprising if this round also went towards TSM, considering the advantage that they have with the ultimates, but not counting Mafia out quite yet.
Yeah, we'll have to see how they really play, making that space on the map. Decop is actually gonna pull out the Hunter's Fury after spotting one in Cubby. Jerk has to just bob and weave, and he is able to actually survive that on 70 HP. And he's able to actually get out and play towards that backside.
Interesting lockdown.
We have the same thought.
It's a good lockdown to clear out garage, but it also gives such a huge read onto your positioning and allows, you know, the defenders to rotate safely through spawn to C side. But Precision's just lurking up with the spike here through B, narrowly missing their double here on site. They're kind of just ring around the rosing each other. No idea what's coming.
30 seconds left.
Emiru is going to take down ZK though, because Precision didn't have the information. However, just sitting back site here, I don't know what is going to happen. Because they have no idea. Precision's just snuck their way through.
actually just ring around the rosy around each other
10 seconds
somehow. Precision, Sky v Sky, just missing each other. Just somehow. I have no idea how that even works. Dynamic holding towards CT, going to actually get taken down by Decop. Decop with that 3K. And now it's Wubby in a 1v2 situation. He spots out Precision's arm, going to take one down.
Oh.
But Decop with the op. And a 4K to finish that one off. 3-5 on the side of TSM Academy.
I mean, it was really unfortunate, to be honest, that in that round we did see ZK lose their life there just because of the fact that Precision and Emiru did miss each other. But Decop and Emiru, or Decop and, I mean, played that very well as far as, you know, just kind of playing that mind game, communicating with each other, getting these reads, getting these swings off, and using the advantage of surprise to be able to secure that round for themselves.
Oh, this is a bit of deja vu here. Jerk gonna get the swarmed. Dim Sum Boy actually going to get harmful. And Jerk is playing for his life backside, but he's gonna get shocked out to death. Precision and ZK gonna get a one for themselves, and it's turning this into a 1v3. Seekers are still available and online.
Oh! No way!
Oh my god! He's concussed and he's able to get one. Can he get another with the Guardian? Oh, but Precision with that peak. 3K for himself.
Even if Precision
We haven't seen any Guardian gameplay actually. That was the first time since that change.
Everyone's just buying up to the Ares, but you do live to see some Guardian action as well. I can't believe, I would be so mad if I was ZK, you know, the concuss, and then to also just like be able to get that kill off. Whew, it's so crispy too, but I mean, either way, Decop did a really great job repositioning, going through Garage. I mean, even if Wubby did manage to kill Precision on site there, I think the round would have gone to Mafia anyways, considering the fact that Decop did have that wrap and had that advantage. The timing was pretty good too, if the fight against Precision was lost, or if it was won, sorry, by Wubby. But, you know, this timeout is coming out right now from Mafia, kind of rethinking their defensive strategy at the moment, as TSM Academy is up 3 rounds compared to them. But, I mean, Haven is ultimately an attacker-sided map, considering how spread thin the defenders have to be with the 3 sites and having to hold Garage as well. I mean, for the most part, Mafia has been giving up B, but I don't know if that's really working out for them in the way that they have been hoping, to be completely honest. I mean, it's allowed TSM to actually gain a few rounds on the B site when you would think that things would go maybe in the favor of Mafia being able to play those retakes in a 5v5 situation.
This is TSM's map pick, so we are just able to see how they've been going, and this is very clearly their map pick here. Payan entering and getting 2 as the IGL Sentinel, and Harmful clearing out the rest of site to Precision, closing the round out 3-7, pushing towards that Garage position, taking Dynamic completely off guard, and it's kind of forced them into Econ here.
I just want to point out the work that the initiators on TSM Academy are doing right now. I mean, Decop and Precision are the only 2 on the scoreboard to have double digits at the moment, and everybody else on both teams they are sitting on single digits. So as initiators, they're not only setting up well for their team, but able to get those entries and make those 500 IQ plays as well. 2 players running back from long. Harmful's going to be good for 2 here. Might be good for a 3rd. To be fair, Mafia is on this eco at the moment, and the Vandal run and gun has been ridiculous.
Hey, Joke's able to get one with the Ares, and he's going to actually get away with his life. 2 Ares versus 4 TSM Academy players, but Harmful is so sharp, holding the angle towards CT. And now it's Jerk to see if you can get any econ damage.
But I mean, Jerk is so concerned about the flank right now because of the way Precision and Decop have been playing. They've had these amazing lurks through
100%.
other sites that you have to be worried that on this retake you're getting kind of pinched from behind yourself as well, and they're gonna have to die to this spike for their economy to be able to afford that rifle in the upcoming round, I believe. Otherwise it might, yes, because this was the save for them. So they did save for last. That operator is going to come out. We are on round 12 now before we swap halves.
Yeah. Now it's a full gun round. Mafia did pull out that timeout. So we'll see if the things they discussed will come into fruition for this round. And look at this heavy A stack on the side of TSM Academy. And Harmful just aggressively pushing with the Blaze Storm online. And that's going to get punished by Wobby. And he's actually going to be pushing towards a shot, but Pan with the run and gun with a Vandal actually going to warbang Wobby to death. Jerk going to actually trade him out. 3 towards a shot, and Jerk going to get punished by peeking all 3 of them. And they're just going to be able to clear sight. Lockdown out for the side of Mafia. For the side of... Yeah, it is Mafia. To see if they can clear out sight. But the shock dart actually wasn't able to destroy
No charges left.
the lockdown.
Yeah, we do have a player detained in short as well, so it's just a ZK at the moment. But that guiding light is going to come out. A lot of damage done on Precision here. The run and gun is apparent, and it's a 1v1 situation now. Can they clutch it out? Dynamic going for the defuse, sticking to half at the very least. And DK is going to get that head tap. 3k for themselves, and that is half. 9-3 for TSM Academy. We are swapping sides now. Mafia now on the attack. Hopefully in this mirror matchup can find their footing. I'd like to see maybe... I don't even know. I mean, it would have been nice to see more flanks coming out from Mafia on the defensive side, I think, to be able to try and put more pressure on TSM. It felt like TSM was kind of just running around the map and having their way with them.
Yeah, and it will be interesting to see how the initiators on the side of Mafia can really convert as well. We do see Decop and Precision right on top of the leaderboard after that attack half. 9-3 curse though. Possible.
We're officially caster cursing it. Everybody who's watching it at home. It's going to be this A split push, and that aggression that I was talking about is coming out from TSM Academy. 3 pushing out through window here. Going to catch 2 off guard. And it's a 5v2 just like that. Spike still not planted, but control of A site has been maintained. Oh no. Oh!
That is a flawless round from TSM Academy there. 3-10. It's looking quite rough for Mafia already. And there is the Ares 4 spies for the second round.
Mafia really needed to win this round, I'm not gonna lie to you. I mean, they needed to win it to be able to have the eco to buy up and, you know, get that 2-round advantage, close things a little bit closer, and get the score to 9-5. Because, you know, I mean, in theory, the buy up would win, but I mean, we are going to see Mafia buying up once again. We saw that on the defensive side too, even though they lost the pistol with the new eco meta that we might be seeing coming out with these eco gun buffs. It makes forcing on round 2 for both teams a lot more viable.
Yeah, and I don't think Mafia was really expecting 2 people from TSM to push out a shot. and it's actually going into their favor. Just the different change of pacing. Emir actually going to catch Harmful off guard, holding a shot. Dim Sum Boy going to just trade him out.
It almost
that is the site clear.
It is, and it almost looked like Harmful was like asleep at the wheel there. To be honest, like watching that angle, I feel like when you watch one for too long, your eyes kind of glaze over sometimes. But this retake is gonna be tough with the Ares just being able to spam these choke points, and it's a 4v2 as well, advantage to Mafia.
And the eco actually, well, the eco force actually, is that even a thing? Is that a thing now? No. It's just the Ares force, and they ended up converting the round, making it 4-10.
4-10. I'm kind of eating my words now, but I mean, Mafia pulling things through. Not too surprising because that's actually what happened last half as well. The second round, Mafia, they lost pistol, they forced up with the Ares and converted that one to go in their favor. So we are seeing TSM Academy now forced onto this pistol round here and eco through and through, and I mean, should see how Mafia is going to play this anti-eco, and if they're going to be, you know, careful as to not allowing any guns falling into the wrong hands. But there's two hiding in Cubby at the moment from TSM Academy.
Ooh, but that guiding light is actually going to get the information for Mafia, and they didn't really expect to be in Cubby. But sorry. But they have turned this into a 4v2. I like the idea though. I don't think you ever just vibing in C long.
Yeah. But I guess it's not too surprising coming from TSM Academy. They did the same thing through mid and through window here. Jerk. Just waiting for Decop to kind of push through. It's going to be a team ace for the Mafia. Another round on the board for them. Kind of just what they need at this moment. Not too surprising that this round did go in their favor, considering the gun advantage that the Mafia had. But now that full rifles are going to be in the hands of TSM Academy, it's going to be interesting to know if the Mafia is going to be able to keep this momentum going throughout this round 16. And they're just switching, they're leaning away from their default a little bit here, and looks like itching for some mid control.
Yeah, and the econ is looking actually a lot better on the side of Mafia, so if they do lose this round, they are able to force the next. But 5-10 here, they do have to get all the rounds they could possibly manage. And there is that plant. Dim Sum Boy actually on this spawn position, going to take down one from behind. But he's aware that there's going to be possibly another towards a lobby, and there is that push from precision. Not going to blind him, but he's the peak actually going to take down Dim Sum Boy. And now with the 3v2, make that a 3v0. That is the defuse out for TSM FDX. 5-11 now.
And that's the risk, once again, like playing for that quick B push that we saw TSM Academy do on the other half. Getting that plant down early and then kind of abandoning the site, not really fighting for those crossfires and playing offsite instead. You just run the risk of getting flanked or being pushed out or whatever it is that happens. And the secrets that came out were huge also from Precision to get that information for themselves and Decop on that final retake to get the last 2 kills there. Going back to this slow default though, Mafia just getting a little bit of information. Actually, they're gonna just walk away from A. I'm gonna take back what I said, and the Blade Storms popped, but no entry being made into Garage quite yet.
Yeah, that spray is kind of holding Dynamic back from pushing into Garage, and Pan holding this angle. Oh my gosh! Pan actually going to take down Dynamic, even though being gravity weld into place. Jerk.
Oh, the shock dart!
Oh, the shot that's out, and oh my god, Dim Sum Boy taking Precision and Harmful off guard, and that is the plant. 6-11. That was a chaotic round.
That was a chaotic round, and I was so nervous too because I saw Harmful and I saw Precision on that flank, that push out of A main where there's no utility watching it. Mafia wouldn't have known until very, very late that TSM Academy was pushing out through a lobby, and luckily Dim Sum Boy has really, really good positioning and reads as far as everything goes. I mean, even the round before, you know, playing in spawn for the flank utility in that post-plant situation, but I digress. We are moving into this round now. It's going to be a pretty fast C take through long here, and 3 flanks coming out on the side of TSM Academy. Make that only 2. It looks like they're just going to be falling back to Garage. Jerk just waiting though. I would be honestly pissed if I was Precision. I'd be like, why are you here right now?
Why are you in spawn, Jerk? That turret actually going to be able to spot Harmful out, but I don't think Jerk is aware.
Oh!
Harmful hopping across Jerk's crosshair, and he's just gonna be taken right out. There goes any kind of flank. 3v5 here. There's not really too much they can do because the spike is ticking right down. Dynamic is going hunting. Jerk with a 3k to end that round, making us 7-11.
Right there.
Mafia is slowly climbing their way back. I mean, it seems like that timeout that they took allowed them to reassess their strategies, kind of reset the mental, talk to each other a little bit. Oh no, the recon was on his toes. That's so unfortunate. I like, you see Decop look down too, as if like, I don't even think you can shoot it because you can't see your own feet.
No.
So I don't know if it would have been like poking out enough, but that's just why he ran away, was because he couldn't shoot that off of himself. That's so unfortunate. Oh my god!
The warbang and also the kill out from mid, and my god, they're just playing so aggressive and has taken Mafia completely off guard here. But C is open, possibly? Pan is holding the cross, and it's gonna be an IGL off here.
Down with.
Emery! There's a little bit of deja vu here, just sitting in spawn.
Ooh. Going for that. Going for that rotation away. Lockdown's still in hand though for Dim Sum Boy. I just want to point that out really quickly. It is a 4v1, but Dim Sum does have quite a bit of time to play with. TSM though is doing very well to make sure they stay together, play off of each other, and play that retake in the worst case scenario. And ZK is going to close that out, getting that last kill on Dim Sum Boy. It is 12-7 now, favoring TSM Academy. Match point. And the Mafia has got to be feeling a little bit rough. This was TSM's pick, though.
Yeah, this was. And you can see that ZK has actually picked it up for the attack. Top fragging now as an Astra controller. Love to see it. And this has been looking really good, the attack on the TSN half.
They're doing very well. Mafia is doing very well on attack now. TSM did have some good rounds where, you know, they switched up their strategies and whatnot to kind of throw Mafia off guard with those flanks. The Seekers are going to come out for that information and a push on to B site, but the pin's going to be good for 1-2. Might be good for a third, but Emiru is going to answer with a frag of their own. 3v2 situation, but Dim Sum Boy is going to close it out with the quick 3k. Just not allowing the game to go quite yet. Another round on the board for Mafia. 8-12 now. Just...
What was that 3k? What?
I don't even know. Oh, it was the double...
Oh, wow.
it happened so quickly that we didn't
Yeah.
even catch it.
Yeah. The flank actually catching them completely off guard. I think he was holding from garage and just waited for them to cross in link. Wow, that was really good timing from him. Just closing the round out, making this 8-12, keeping this map alive for Mafia.
Here.
But do you see all of this aggression that TSM has taken through A lobby? I mean, they'd only
Yeah.
have the sheriffs at the moment, and I think maybe one Vandal in their hands, but ooh, the Vandal is gonna fall. ZK, not quite in a recoverable position either. Dim Sum Boy's gonna be good for 1-2. That's just a 5v3 situation now. TSM Academy not in their favor at the moment. Mafia is just kind of creeping closer and closer to tying it up for overtime.
They are. Hunter's Fury and Lockdown available for the side of TSM. Make that a Hunter's Fury only. And TSM FDX Decop going to go down. He takes one down with him, but like you said, closer and closer towards that overtime. Round by round, the momentum is growing for Mafia.
3 more rounds, and we're hitting overtime. Priya did cast her curse TSM Academy earlier on in the stream. But we are going to see 3 ultimates available on both sides. We have those 2 lockdowns. We have the Hunter's Fury on both sides as well, and the Cosmic Divide. So those are some pretty big combinations that could actually come out here. I mean, especially with the lockdown and the Cosmic Divide, just having that like a non-wall bangable wall that you can push up to and throw the wall bang off of. But I can't believe Decop just actually grabbed one with the Hunter's Fury, taking down Wubby.
Yeah, his Aldrone actually scanning Wubby, and he's able to get that first pick. Absolutely huge and dynamic. Trying to jiggle pick Harmful, but Harmful was just waiting on that angle near short. Making this a 3v5 now. This is going to be very rough for Mafia here.
Oh, that Cosmic Divide's gonna come out as well. Oh,
And Dim Sum
unfortunately.
Boy.
I'm so nervous for Dim Sum Boy right now. There's just parallel lines going across all of the sites at the moment. Oh, and that spike. 3v2. Still gonna have to recover the spike, but ZK has that flank. Good for 1, good for the second with the Guardian. The wall bang, closing it out.
And now we are heading right into this Ascent map. I just tripped over so many of my words.
No, you're all good. And I just want to mention before we go into this pistol round, apparently we have heard that there was a gentleman's agreement made between these teams that no Ares were going to be used in this match. So we'll see if both teams are in fact gentlemanly and do keep to their word, or if that was maybe a bait to catch each other off guard, and we'll see some more of that action coming out. But it's a very heavy A lean so far. Trailblazer coming out to grab that information, but with that 0 point coming out, not too much more can be done at the moment until that fades away.
Exactly. And I just really like seeing KO being played on Ascent. He's such an interesting agent to play with, and you don't really see him that much except for like it's just Ascent and Breeze. And there is that pop flash going to actually flash Harmful and dynamic, going to punish.
Oh
and
no.
there is the push out onto A main.
That Nebula, though, still kind of keeping Mafia stuck in A main at the moment. It's a 4v4 situation, but clock is ticking. And, you know, when you're on defense, the clock is on your side, because attackers do have to get onto the site and plant that spike. 30 seconds left. And still quite a bit of stalling ability on the side of TSM Academy available.
Yeah, quite a little bit, and that door is actually going to be closed.
Oh, no.
Isolating these 1v1s, but Precision going to actually get taken down, and Dim Sum Boy going to take one for himself, making this a 2v4.
I like the double hell play right now, but I don't think Dim Sum Boy's quite committed to it yet. That recon's gonna come out dynamic. It's gonna spy Pan though. Up in heaven there, ZK. 3v1 situation, but there's quite a bit of poke on the side of Mafia, but Jerk is just gonna swing from A main and take down their double. Round 1 going to the Mafia. And it looks like the gentleman's agreement is not being on. Oh, maybe it is going back to the Spectres. I don't know.
Yeah, 5 Spectres on the board. The gentleman's agreement is actually just being followed through. And I'm disappointed to not see any Ares.
I know we were hyping it up too for this map, considering the wall bang potential for it, but I think maybe that's why they agreed. They felt it would be 2 BM to one another and just a pain probably to play against, but you know, this A heavy lead once again. Trailblazers just clear out wine real quick. Gonna get a little bit of information here, but a quick rotation's already being pulled from TSM Academy.
Yeah, it's a huge rotation, and they've made the read. All 5 players on either side are ready on the A side and in A lobby, and they're going to be actually pushing through this nebula. Oh, what? Jerk absolutely getting swarmed by everyone on the side of Mafia. And this is actually converting. This econ is converting.
One enemy remaining.
Somehow.
Spike down.
Oh, it's now a 2v1. Spectre acquired for Dim Sum Boy. And he's just gonna make that rotate towards spawn.
30 seconds
Making sure there's no one pushing from behind. 30 seconds on the clock though. And there's actually 2 towards mid. And you'll see Precision possibly spot him out. Nope. Oh, I like this angle.
Oh, that was really neat. Yeah, that was quite neat.
Sick, Prezi. Shout out to Prezi and Yeti. Dim Sum Boy is actually going to make it onto site, even though they're watching the cross, but he's going to actually run and gun harmful. But it's too late. There is the thrifty round for TSM Academy. Great read from their team. Actually, just 5-manning A lobby and swarming down Jerk that was in wine. Jerk was dead in that moment.
That was so tragic. It was also terrifying just watching all of those shadows in the nebula. Like, they're all ready to just bust out together. Precision played that round very well, though, especially after, you know, hearing their teammate fall, playing for time, and then just being able to peek to get that last kill off, too. Not allowing the Spectre to be saved, but it's going to be another lean towards the A site. Interesting to see that Mafia is kind of going for the same strategy. 3 times in a row now. That Aldron's going to come out, get some information. Tag up harmful. It actually doesn't land. No way!
TSM is actually just converting this bonus round for themselves here. And like you said, they have been playing this A lobby 3 times in a row, and it has been completely read by TSM here. They just stack it and leave one on the B side.
I need to stop.
The Killjoy just anchoring down in case anyone pushes.
Oh! Oh, no way! A 3K for harmful! With the Marshall, that was nasty. And then the dash in as well onto Emiru was just clean. But you are right, Priya, they are reading Mafia very well at this point. I mean, I'm really hoping that they don't go for this Killjoy lurk through mid and 4-person rush through A main once again. And it looks like they're gonna rethink their strategy, and actually maybe I thought it was going to be a default for a second there, but now it looks more like it's going to be the same thing towards B, or actually no, just a B heavy default this time around, and the Guardian's good for 1 in Webby's hands.
Yeah, and I like how they actually just swapped to the B side, making 3 three on the side of TSM play towards B main. After them, Mafia's pushes towards A lobby not really working in their favor. Decop actually gonna spot out Dim Sum Boy on the lurk. But Dynamic is gonna get one. The dash, an absolute distraction, and Emeru going to capitalize off it, making this a 2v3.
Both players on DSM Academy now on the flank, but looking to go through market. Kind of surprised. Door was not closed this time around by the Mafia. We do have one Wubby playing that B main angle with the Guardian. Kind of just waiting things out here. Recon Bolt is available, but it can't be shot quite yet, or else Wubby's location will be given away. And Decop's gonna go for that Owl Drone just to clear up the smoke. On this 2v3. Gonna spot one back site really quick and not really find much else otherwise. No, the whiff! The whiff! No way!
Oh, Emeru, no. Okay, we all blinked. He's kind of stuck in B lobby, and the run and gun from ZK is actually gonna take Emeru right down. Jerk gonna be dying to the spike. And 2-2 now.
I just want to point out, we've seen a lot of Vandal run and gunning happening so far in this tournament, and it's been working out too well. Better than it should be. More than it should be,
Dude,
sorry. Like,
the
for
Spectre.
for real, it's like Spectre got nerfed, now it's Vandal time.
Yeah, the Vandal run and gun is just too good. But I thought the Spectre run and gun would actually be completely dead, but we keep seeing just very interesting kills with the Spectre. But we have Payan sitting in lane with—
Oh no!
Oh my god, what just happened to him, Payan? This poor guy get absolutely judged to death.
What a tragedy. Okay, it's a 4v3 now. Yeah,
Let's give a moment of silence for Payan. Oh my god. That poor guy.
Can we get some F's in the chat for Payan after that? The pain that he received. It's a 3v3 now.
Pain.
The pain.
Jerk is holding towards the Cosmic Divide with the judge. Seeing if they can actually convert
Oh no!
it, but oh! He actually pushes it, and ZK actually going to get a 4K. Somehow converting the round into the favor of TSM Academy. That was looking really good for Mafia.
It was, but honestly, it was all thanks to that Cosmic Divide that was thrown up. I mean, to be able to cut off such a large portion of B site and kind of isolate these pushes to kind of one area. And to grab that map control and kind of isolate the players and separate them from each other too was very, very well done on the side of ZK with that Cosmic Divide that came out. I think that was definitely the saving grace of that round for TSM Academy. We are going to see this kind of B split push coming out once again from the Mafia. But looking for a bit more mid control this time around than last. But Harmful's going to be there with the op. Smoked out though now. Oh. I was waiting for him to try and hit the wall bang.
Yeah, me too. They don't know though. Wubby actually going to take down Payan.
Oh, two!
Spike down.
Yeah. The spray from Decop going to actually take down two. But this is the Econ on the side of Mafia. Ooh, Dynamic is sharp. Harmful with the Blade Storm. Trying to convert, but it's now a 2v2 on a complete eco.
Oh, no.
The whiffs! It's okay, he has a right click, it's fine. Decop going to get a 3k for himself, but at what cost?
Oh, 4K for Decop. Just gonna clean up there. 4-2 now for TSM Academy.
These rounds are so messy.
It's just chaos. It's chaos incarnate today, as far as everything goes. Like, I can't even keep track of half of the kills that are going on sometimes, and the whips have been incredible. But the quick
The
pull out,
Vandal whips.
yeah. Right click to save the day, though. I would like to see Mafia, I think, pulling out more of a default, which is, I believe, what we're going to be seeing coming out this round. Nobody's really quite towards A this time around, but we do have that alarm bot to keep an eye on the flank, just in case.
Scout destroyed.
I think
Trailblazer actually... Sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Trailblazer actually going to spot 2 holding mid. And now you're just going to be pushing possibly towards mid. Hunter's Fury not going to tag anyone up. There is a lockdown and a Hunter's Fury available on the side of Mafia for that post plant. Looks like they're going towards A, but they've left a lurk on the mid side.
Yeah, definitely a slower round coming out from Mafia right now. Precision is in Wine at the moment. Good for 2! And the lockdown was taken out as well, but not quite able to escape Wine at the moment. But Decop's gonna come on over to just help out a little bit.
One enemy remaining.
Oh! 3v1 now. Wubby still has a spike in the hand, but with 15 seconds on the clock can only really make a play towards A, and Harmful is going to close things out. But this round, honestly, was all... That was all, my brain. Sorry, that was all precision. Yeah.
It's okay, I got you. We're both like overheating. Yeah, Precision and Decop just playing really well with each other as a duo. Precision holding a main and using his util just to perfection. And Decop just playing that kind of bait, and it played really well on the side of TSM.
It's unfortunate.
A 5-2.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate too because we did see Mafia actually clear out Wine several times before when they did hit A, and the one time that they didn't was the time that Precision decided to hide there, and they completely got annihilated as a result. But all of those nano swarms are just gonna melt the players trying to push in tree, trying to do a lot of damage here. But this eco round is being translated at the moment. 3v1, just like that. You are gonna see Harmful here with the operator left to clutch it out, and rifles now in the hands of the Mafia. They're able to pick up these guns. I believe Wubby is still stuck with a pistol at the moment. But with this double up hell, I don't know if Harmful's going to be able to make this happen.
He could possibly go for swapping into the... Oh my god, hitting a nutty shot onto Dynamic, but that is the thrifty round. No way they win that kind of round. It was looking so good for TSM Academy, but the pistols and Blade Storm convert the round into a win. How did that even happen? Within 1 second, 3 of them got a pick. Oh, check with the Stinger. Actually converting that round. That was huge. That was a huge round to win for Mafia.
Absolutely. 5-3 now. Mafia looking to, you know, maybe take this round and set some more momentum in their favor. Dynamic up in hand now. Not quite going to see anything mid at the moment with all the nebulas covering things through and through, but shots through the smoke are actually going to do quite a bit of damage as well, and Dynamic's actually already crept their way up through arches.
Dude, the Jets are hitting nutty shots with the operator, and Dynamic is actually going to get a pick and just run right out. Regrowth going to heal him, Dynamic right up. And now they're playing right towards tree, but that Killjoy util and Astra util as well is going to be delaying that push.
It is, but I mean, Payan's already pushed up into tree with their utility behind them. It's not going to do too much if the players decide to go through. through Cat, but it's going to be a full rotation actually being pulled to a main right now. Spike making its way through spawn. I quite like the positioning that we are seeing from TSM Academy at the moment. We had that quick rotation in spawn by the Astra. However, they're going to come back towards the A site after hearing a lot of this util going off. The Nanoswarm's going to melt Emiru though. Really unfortunate, and it's a 3v2 situation, Priya. 10 seconds on the clock. Spike has yet to be planted.
Pan did such a good job just delaying that spike plant, but it does get planted anyways. A little up action. Harmful coming out right on top, and Jerk going to get that trade off. Decop in a 1v2. He's able to oh my god, Decop, you are so sharp. Winning the 2v1 for himself, taking TSM Academy into 6-3. Huge from Decop there.
Absolutely massive. I mean, Mafia was definitely looking to, you know... I don't think they were... sorry, I'm just gonna back up on my thought there. I don't think that they were expecting the change in the positions of the nanoswarms there, considering that they were set up in tree in that double sort of fashion as well.
Imagine if that shock dart killed him.
I know,
Imagine.
I was thinking about it. But yeah, we are gonna be, you know, seeing a bit of an awkward buy, I believe, coming out from Mafia this time around. A couple guns in their hands, couple rifles, couple pistols for those who could not afford, and it's gonna be a whiff through B main, but Harmful's actually gonna be able to get that one in the end. TSM Academy still has the advantage though.
Oh, Wubby, you're going into a swarm of Killjoy util. Pan is playing really well. They're not really expecting how he just changes his swamp grenades either towards site or tree, and he's just holding down and keeping that A control for himself.
I like that Dim Sum Boy's kind of just holding this tree angle just to make sure that nobody has, like, you know, gotten that information. Kind of scary considering the fact that, I mean, they weren't looking at heaven whatsoever, but they're going to be able to make their way onto site. Mafia, 30 seconds on the clock. It's actually going to be this aggressive push through to hopefully get a pick in time before the plant has to go down, and Flash Pan's going to be good for a third in this round. 7-3 now for TSM Academy. I mean, TSM Academy looks like they're trying to take this to Grands, like, essentially undefeated so far in playoffs.
Yeah, looking like it, but there is still hope for Mafia. This is a more attacker-sided kind of map. But as we've seen before in the maps, Decop always being consistently fragging right on top. As the initiator as well. So we love to see it.
Absolutely. I also do want to point out there are a lot of ultimates available right now. Mafia could try and, you know, use that owl drone to maybe get an early Hunter's Fury pick. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen quite yet. Dynamic's just going to inch closer and closer to markets, trying to get that mid control. Break door pretty early on as well. Decop just looking for a little bit of information. He's going to spot one out.
Yeah, the information is out for both teams, but no one is really budging. No one is open to making a pick, and the Seekers are out for Emiru, and so is the Cosmic Divide. There's two holding towards B with this cross. Oh, but Dynamic actually dashing into the blades of Harmful. Wubby gonna trade him out, and Payan taking Emiru down, making this a 4v3. Hunter's Fury is still available on the side of Mafia, and so is 3 ults on the side of TSM Academy.
Ooh, we are gonna see the Killjoy lockdown coming out from TSM Academy. And oh, Pan is gonna be good for one through the smoke, though it's a 3v3 situation now.
remaining.
Yeah, make that a 3v2. Make that actually a 3v1. There is Wobby on his lonesome in the back of sight and a cosmic divide between them. And what can Wobby really do? He was just kind of trapped there on his lonesome. He did try to knife, just in case someone was right by it, but PSM Academy taking it 8-3 now. Last round in the first half.
Last round in the half.
Yeah, we are going to see that coming up. Operator still in the hands of Harmful, and it's going to be, you know, this force up by 2 on the side of Mafia. Have to stick with 3, actually. Have to stick with the Guardian, considering their economy position. That was a very expensive round, though, from both sides. I mean, we saw a lot of ultimates being popped there, Priya, and the only one online at the moment is Dim Sum Boy, who has that lockdown, could make a play for Mafia off of that, but if Decop is able to maybe get an early pick, would have that Hunter's Fury online just to break that lockdown if it does come out.
Possibly, and he does have to stay alive. He is on the B side though, and the spike is placed near A. Yes, oh my god, Harmful! With the flick onto Wobby, Wobby not really expecting it at all, and Decop is sharp, getting 2 down mid. Not really too much Mafia can do. Payne is actually taken off guard, so round can be converted, but Decop 3K for himself. What an absolute chaotic round. Jerk now on his lonesome. He does have Spike, but he's going to have to play this 3v1. Never mind. Harmful is able to take him right out, and that's the 9-3 curse once again. Possibly.
9-3 curse coming in hot. TSM Academy.
What?
Oh my god, that was... It was such a quick peek too, but... We are going to be going into this swapping of halves now. I mean, depending on which teams are playing, could be attackers or defenders sided, but for the most part I would say Ascent is typically a somewhat defenders sided map, considering the choke points that have to be kind of entered through from the attackers. So Mafia might be able to bring it back here, definitely not counting them out quite yet, but TSM Academy also only needs 4 more rounds to close this game out.
Yeah, definitely. And look at this heavy mid presence. They're actually going to completely timing the entire team. Oh, I take it all back. ZK with that lurk, going to catch one off guard, but that is going to get just traded right out, and the spike is going to be down for TSM Academy and retake for Mafia. Dynamic is really low HP though, so he's just going to have to be traded out on this retake. Oh.
Very slow retake coming out as well. Precision. Precise with those headshots. Gonna take 2 down for themselves, and Jerk is gonna be last alive here. This 4v1 situation, and is gonna take 1 down for themselves, but Harmful is gonna get that last. That's the last kill on the board. I really liked how TSM played that, to be completely honest. I like the play to go up through mid, get that market control, and kind of just burst through market doors and take B, especially when, I mean, we had ZK lurking through outside of garage there, and that was, even though ZK only got 1 and then was traded out, they had the information to let their team know, okay, there's 2 more waiting garage, B site should be open and free. And that gave just a lot of information. Oh my god, and the sector! But it's gonna be answered with the shorty. 3v3 now. Mafia might be able to convert this round for themselves.
1 enemy remaining. 5 down.
What are these rounds? 2v1 now. Precision does have a Spectre, but can this round be converted? And it does. The econs are actually going into the favor of Mafia. Mafia are actually winning their econs more than they are winning their like full gun buy rounds.
Literally, Mafia's they're just eco demons at this point, to be completely honest. Maybe like stop buying rifles and just buy eco guns every round, guys, if you want to keep getting rounds under your belt, but man.
They're not even using the Ares.
I know. What? Hey, everyone has agreed to this gentleman's agreement and no one has been a traitor yet, so I guess that's a good thing at the very least.
Yeah, it has been a good thing for Mafia, and now Dynamic is actually going to be pushing really fast, but the run and gun doesn't actually go in his favor. Emaru going to trade Payan out.
Oh!
I take it all back. It goes in his favor. But this is a full econ for TSM Academy. But actually, there is a Vandal on the side of Decall.
It was kind of an awkward buy coming out from TSM
It
Academy.
is.
Some saves, some sheriffs, some rifles, and Dynamic is going to be good for a third here. Just closing the gap a little bit more. 10 to 5 now. Yeah, we do have that null command on the side of Precision already, and with these rifles, I wouldn't be surprised if we see that being popped kind of right away and maybe trying to blitz out of B Garage here to take site pretty quickly and get that plant down.
100%. Especially with Dim Sum Boy actually playing towards mid instead. Actually, he's playing towards market, never mind. He just set up really late. Welby is holding those shock darts. But like you did say, he did pop that null command. And this is a blitz out onto the B site as predicted. Decop going to take one down for himself. And Harmful with that spray through to CT. Going to actually just... Oh my god, he really gets killed trying to grab the guns for his teammate.
Just risking it for the biscuit.
Actually did, but he's left on really low HP, and is that gonna cost them the round?
Dynamic's not able to enter for their team on this retake as well as they normally could, considering the operator is in their hands. Gonna whiff there, but Emiru's good for 3! Just gonna close things out on that retake. A couple quick flicks and everything is done. That's round 6 for Mafia now. I mean, I really like how Dim Sum Boy played that actually, Priya. You know, backing off, knowing that that null command was probably going to be coming out. Falling back, having those nanoswarms still in front of Garage to delay things a little bit to help out Z-Cop there, but in the end, everything ends up paying off.
Yeah. Vandal Spray actually going in the favor of Emaru. Why doesn't my Vandal do that? I swear. I cannot control that to save my life. And now it looks like TSM Academy's econ is completely broken for this round. Full gun buy round for Mafia, and it's going to be a pretty fast push through mid. We have seen this once before, but Jerk is ready, holding CT and going to catch Precision off guard, and Dynamic holding the cross as well. Seekers are out, giving them the information that they need.
Player standing.
And now, that was a flawless round for Mafia. It was an econ, but it's good that they did not lose any guns. Especially for their econ, and now they're kind of rolling in cash, and TSM FDX is on the verge of a broken buy.
Yeah, Mafia's really kind of found their groove here. Getting these 4 rounds in a row has been massive for them in closing this gap to 10 to 7. We do see 2 ultimates available on the side of Mafia at the moment as well, that lockdown and the Blade Storm. Which, I mean, we likely won't see the Blade Storm coming out, but many are also, you know, only 1 away from their ultimate points if they're able to farm those, but they're not going to quite have the time because TSM FTX is just running up mid at the moment, taking 2 of Mafia down in the process, and Cosmic Divide's just going to come out to secure a site and actually bait that rotation.
Yeah, that Cosmic Divide blocking Heaven is going to let TSM Academy just get this safe plant down possibly. Pan on the lurk, catching Jerk on his rotate towards A, making this a 4v2 here. Lockdown is available for the side of Mafia, not anymore. It's now a 1v4. And Wobby's kind of stuck. He's just gonna get swarmed, possibly. Yeah, he gets peeked, and there's 2 TSM Academy players just holding the angle. And now it is 11-7.
11-7.
Mafia does have a lot of econ to play with, but not many rounds to play with. Just one towards match point.
We are going to see the lockdown in Pan's hands as well, but it could also be answered by Dim Sum Boys in response. We do also see that Cosmic Divide. That's going to be really huge for the retake or to delay the push onto site if Jerks decides to pull that out in this upcoming round. Dynamic's going for this aggressive op angle through B, but not really going to see anything because it's going to be kind of this split towards A, grabbing this mid control first as the other players creep up through A lobby.
Yeah, they're playing it quite slowly at the moment. Just 2 towards A lobby, 3 in mid. Seeing if they can get a pick towards that mid side. But Mafia isn't really budging. They're just holding their angles. Seeing if anyone pushes towards them. And will Harmful expect
You should run.
2 players towards that market area? Lockdown is out. Pushing everyone off mid, and that's a counter lockdown as well.
Counter lockdown. And the Hunter's Fury manages to get one. A lot of alts are being popped right now. Yeah, I mean, 3v4 situation. Harmful's good for another. Now it's only 2 left on this retake for Mafia.
30 seconds left.
Yeah, expensive round for Mafia here, and it's not really looking too much in their favor. TSM Academy using those ults well, just really pushing Mafia off the A side, and 1v4. Wobby unable to win it out, taking TSM Academy into match point. A possible another 2-0 from them.
And, I mean, luckily, the buy is pretty good on the side of Mafia. Luckily, they did have a little bit of cushion to fall back on for this match point. We're actually going to see that operator coming out in Dynamic's hands once again, opting for that light shield instead, but no ultimates other than that Cosmic Divide still available. Look how aggressive Dynamic is getting here too. Just already pushed up all the way through Cat here, and was that a quick scope to kill Harmful?
I think so, it was. He almost got caught off guard, but he was able to just quickly kill Harmful, and now it's a 4v4. Null Command is available for the side of TSM Academy to close out this round, but Cosmic Divide is on the side of Mafia. Heavy B presence from them, but Emiru is holding towards stairs here.
It's not too surprising either, considering we saw Dim Sum Boys setup was all throw A. We had that Sova lurking to get the info, but Emiru is actually going to take down 2. Just bring this a little bit closer, and Mafia is still in the game. Priya, I mean, 12-8 now. Things are getting tight. But we know Mafia likes to make TSM Academy sweat a little bit. Haven was quite close as well.
Yeah, it was. We saw the rounds being slowly converted into a possible overtime, but we'll see how Mafia can really play with this momentum that's slowly rolling. Emiru really holding on to that possible overtime, keeping down that B site, and looks like heavy mid presence here from TSM Academy.
Yeah, they're going for this market play once again, and it pans out so well for TSM Academy. It's usually pretty free at this point, but Dynamic's just gonna dash in with the shorty, hoping to get one. With that operator now no longer being in their hands, Mafia, things are not looking so great for them. The Hunter's Fury coming out, but not really connecting. It's a 4v3. Emiru, last on A, is going to be flanked by Decop, taken down. Good for a third. Looking for the 4K now. Wubby is going to have to clutch this out for Mafia if they want to keep their skin in the game. Otherwise, TSM Academy will be making it to Brands. And that's going to be match